What is up, everybody? Yo, man, it has been a goddamn fucking minute since the last time y'all have heard from me. It's been a minute since I've done a live stream, guys. It's been a minute. I've been dealing with real life, yo, real life shit, struggle. What I'm about to tell y'all is I just bought this game here called The Sinking City. I saw the beta of it being developed, like just some game footage of it on Facebook. So I looked at it. It looked pretty damn good. When you buy the game, if you buy it brand new, when you get it, you get a map of the whole entire city. So it looks legit. I hope that it's open world, and I already know that y'all know that some of the other YouTubers that just got the game, like the Rad Brad, he does like every single game that comes, well, not every single game, certain games that comes out, he'll do different parts and shit. Well, I'm gonna be doing several parts to this game in particular because I think it's gonna be an awesome game, and I kind of want to play this. And I just bought World War Z. I already saw it on my channel and I already have it still, but I bought a second one just in case anything happens. So let's get going and let's go. Oh, so this game has fast travel. So if you guys have ever played The Evil Within, Fallout 4, the way that I've saw this game is like it's like playing Fallout and The Evil Within put together. The open world and the third person is really good. Fallout has that one where you can go into first person and third person. I like that. I'm really hoping that they will do another Fallout. 76 was not a good Fallout, but it was really good to have the chance to play with other players who love Fallout as well as you. So I'm hoping that they will make another Fallout game, and I hope it's based in either a specific city that we all known to love. I want to know about California. Will they do a Fallout for California or Fallout in Florida or Miami and stuff like that? The major cities. Now, if they actually do a Fallout for New York City, that would be awesome. I want to see how they do that. Alright guys, let's get started. What the fuck? So this guy was a sailor. Yo, what the hell? Oh shit, it's Cthulhu! Bro, that ain't no fucking squid, that's Cthulhu! Bruh, there's a fucking city at the very bottom. Wait a minute, I'm so confused! What the fuck? So this man was asleep, and so the only way it will wake him up is to kill himself. Oh, so what was that movie? What was that movie? Oh shit, it's kind of cool.
Hope I never have to use it. That's something.
Oh, Inception. It was like Inception on how he pulled that off. That is cool. Okay, back. Hold up. Let me change my sensitivity. No, I don't. Fucking fix my shit. Can I? Are you fucking serious? So you can't fix your shit? Oh well.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
My sensitivity feels weird as fuck. Oh god.
Take your belongings off my ship first.
I did. The fuck? This man got mad as fuck. Wait. Oh, so you gotta hold it. What the fuck?
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Okay.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Not my problems. What's the deal with the city? Nice suit. Okay. They got the Evil Within vibe to it.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
Okay.
Too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places. No.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you?
Don't worry about that.
Alright, guys. So let's activate the map. Oh shit. Okay, so like I said in before I started the game, when you buy the brand new copy of the game, you get a physical map as well. So this is gonna be like my guide too. So let's get it. So it's in Devil's Reef. So am I in this area or is it? Okay, he said that some go by foot, others go by boat, so I'd rather go by foot. Can I change my sensitivity? Because I don't like playing. What the fuck? Okay, finally. I can change my shit. Camera sensitivity. Under the kill bar.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the
Is that
port
a fucking
until my
monkey?
son is found, and that is fine.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed.
That's a fucking
I'm a
monkey.
private investigator. Just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will. Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. It's starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay, have mercy on his soul.
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. Five cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebheil, Nukulina, Hafton.
Five cards short of a full house. Choo-choo. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. Keep your hands where I can see them.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
What's happening?
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening? What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run! Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
My head. I still hear those voices.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
The end is nigh. It will begin again. Comes up. The sea is sown.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
My head. I still hear those voices.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina, Haftin.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. 5 cards short of a full house. Choo-choo. Ahem. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong. There's something in the pocket. The door won't budge. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Throck. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him, once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea, others that they are cave.
And what?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure, right? Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Bye.
You want a drink?
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Oh God,
Charles
fish
Reed,
face.
private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down.
You hear me?
I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I won't tell him. Everyone seems to agree there's been an outbreak of madness around these parts. I'm inclined to believe you fell victim to it too. Plus, it seems heartless to tear apart a family after what you've been through already.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you.
That said, the port's still closed. What will you do?
Hide here, I guess. Don't have a choice. The streets are flooded with police.
I'll make something up to tell Throgmorton. Leave as soon as you can.
Thank you again, sir. I won't forget this.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate. Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton,
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. And they tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more.
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me...
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know.
I am a busy man. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here.
What about my
They will be reimbursed after you complete your time. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed.
It is in the northern coverside at the crossroad of Ashford Road and Herbert Avenue, so coverside. Okay, so it's around here. So I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna place the key marker over there. So, you guys, this game is kind of fucking crazy, but the combat on this game is not what I thought it would be. And it's pretty much open world, so I can't say shit about that. So it's like he'll pass out and like he goes into another state where he sees things. This shit don't kick. Oh god. So anytime he starts to pass out, the creature in the fucking shadows just sucks him away. Lost Robert funded discovered the origins of the mass gripping. Was the only known survivor. He was murdered. I was hard to find another explanation. Remember, dead or alive. I will be waiting for my report in his manor in the southern Old Grove. Sorry guys. So my likes about this game is I like a story. I like to investigate or know the backstory of a situation. The combat on the game is not that good. It's really not. I don't know if you can aim at an enemy at somebody. What the fuck? Just noticed I got a code. Oh, never mind. Alright, so let's look here.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brother.
One thing about this damn thing.
Never again, they say.
Oh, shit. You change your coat. I'm wearing this, dude. Take my shovel. Okay, mystery. It seems that you over yourself overextended yourself while investigating for Mr. Throckmorton. Forgive me for, but I brought you to the devilry while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Little motherfucker, know it. Oh, and you can go to different rooms and shit. So, oh shit. Why do I keep lagging?
The door won't.
Mr. It seems you're dragging things into your room. Mind the floor. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord. Alright, so I'm already in cover side. So I just need to go outside. He said, between the crossroads of Asher Road and Herbert Avenue. Oh, so it's over here. The crossroad is over here by the police station. So I have to go north.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Got any proof it was me? It could have been one of my neighbors. I slept like a rock. I didn't hear a thing.
That's exactly what a newcomer would say. Your neighbors are respectable people and would never do such a thing. Don't think your yellow-clad patron means you get away with everything.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well...
Alright, so... Why is it saying you could take a boat if there's no boat? That makes no sense. Oh, never mind. I'm a stupid motherfucker for that. Oh, so... I can walk on the street, but the rest... Okay, so I just realized something. So these little gray areas are streets that you can walk, but the areas like this you have to use the boat. Let me drive the boat. Okay, so I'm going to have to let me go back to the hotel, see if I can cut around, because I feel like you can cut through the back in order to get to that area. Load up, load up, load up. I'll cut through here. I feel like there's a back door. Nope. So I guess I'm gonna have to fucking go through the let's see if I can cut this way. So I can't, but I can't. Oh, so I take this boat and go right. Am I close to the police station? No, I'm not. But the crossroad. I gotta get to the crossroad. You gotta be fucking serious. I gotta find another way around. Let's cut through this way. I've noticed that there's certain areas you can cut through. Crouch. Hold up. I'm trying to understand, like, when you... It's like, the way that it's showing these little clips and shit, like, it looks like a creature is gonna kill you soon if you keep looking. But I've noticed when you get close to something, or it'll let you know that you're about to find something, or discover something brand new. You hit... Oh, shit! How do you aim at these little shits? Oh shit. That's the motherfucker. Oh shit. So that's the thing. Okay, so them things can kill you. I'm trying to... Okay, so that's a healing thing. And you have to literally crap. Shit. Oh shit. I climbed through this way. Ow! Haha, you missed. Ha! Smackaroo, bitch! I think there is some... I see that you can go over there, but I don't know how to get there. Let me try climbing. Well, there's staircases to go up to that where. But you can't get there. Oh well. Wait. Okay, so the key, the area that we need to go is between Herbert and Asher Street. So is it Herbert? So it's, the crossroad is right here, so I keep going straight. Herbert Avenue. Hubert Avenue. Okay, so located in the northern coverside, crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Street. Oh. So, isn't this the crossroad? Wait a minute. Why do I think I'm thinking somewhere like underground or some shit. Okay, so it's right here, because I see a little. So you go in here. I found it. Fuck yeah.
Guess I don't need the key. Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition?
Left. Right here. Because some shit. Oh, so when you see secrets and shit like that, it lets you know either there's some creatures around about and some shit like that. Like that. Oh my god, these things are invisible. They're invisible. Get off of me. So you gotta look through this shit. Before I even go, let me go upstairs. Ooh, no eels. Wait, is that a gun on? No, staple. Like, I thought that was a stapler. Oh shit. I'm just gonna walk around that shit. Gunpowder, pistol.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
Get this shit. Ammunition on this game is fucking ridiculous, yo.
Guess this helmet's
Hey, I just saw something on the corner of my goddamn eye. The fuck? Man, you think I didn't care? I saw you, motherfucker. I know you there. There's somebody down here. I know, bro. There is somebody down here. I don't know how I saw something. It was like a dark mist down here. There's a secret passageway down here. Oh, dude! No! See, I knew, bro. I fucking knew there was somebody down here. I don't know how, but something was like telling me there's somebody that just walked past you. You might want to be cautious about this shit. Now I bet you there's a whole bunch of these motherfuckers upstairs. Ah!
Drop the papers. Smash the rest.
Okay, so they were looking for something here. So if that's one, then you got two right here.
Aye, Fatah.
So they were chanting something like. So the way that they were doing is so they were trying to chant something so they can keep the secrets of the basement down, so they'd have no one find this area. So when I found it,
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
So now I gotta mark it. Wait, there's another one.
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
Time to figure this out.
Okay, so let's start here. This is one. That's one. So they
We don't have time to pick it. Stand back.
They started searching around
Drop
here.
the papers. Smash the rest.
They went to here, so which this is 3. Then they went downstairs. That's 4. So now
burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Alright, let's get this shit. Okay. So, pretty much for the main mine place. It's vandalized, burnt documents. Okay, there's is lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a from Bay. There might be recent postings or ads about them in Oakland Chronicles. A lore. So let's go here. So we gotta go down. So go left. No, go right. Go back this way. Go straight. And then we make that first left. So, and then we keep going straight. It's vice versa. You go this way. If you keep going, if you go down the street, make that first right, you get to there. So it's somewhere around here. Yeah, go to the damn doctors. No, keep going straight. Oh shit, it's blocked off. So you have some, it shows on the map that you can go to specific areas, but sometimes it's blocked off, so you gotta do like, you gotta go around, so I don't like that. But I'm already here though, so it's right here.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland. Do you still want that interview? I got some time now, if you're ready.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our reader something more about yourself.
I'm a former Navy diver. Served on the USS Cyclops, and well, after the war, I found myself in Boston. I've been a private eye ever since.
Oh, a brave sailor. Well, I imagine you'll get accustomed to local life easily. We have plenty of water around here. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
Currently, I'm tracking down the source of the psychic phenomenon that's been causing madness and visions all across the country.
Ah, yes. It affected people here, but we were much more concerned with the flood. Though Robert Throgmorton sent an expedition.
Yeah, and then hired me to find it. Ironic, don't you think?
I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure. Maybe I'll do something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know.
Okay, find the needy newspaper advertisement. So isn't that shit right here? No. In case. Okay, so we have to look at the case book. Oh, so you can craft shit. Fuck yeah. I need bullets. Alright, so the case book is telling us we have to look in the case. So I'm gonna go back to the case book. So, a diving suit. So they took a diving suit, 4 air tanks, canned food was 18 crates of them, personal belongings was 6 crates with name. Damn. Research equipment was 7 crates, air pipes was 24, and the phone station and wires were 1, and the power generator was 1. So I'm pretty much thinking that they want us to look into anything involving scuba diving. Did anyone around here take anything had like recent scuba diving stuff? Okay, so let's look. Okay, so district. So in district, it was Bay. I think it was after the flood. commoners. Damn. Okay, so let's go back to, I think this was, let's take this, go to this. So the pier was, okay, the file must be Delvey. That's one. Ah, it's lost, but I still have clues follow up. They left. See, frightening from Bay. Recent postings of ads about the in. Okay, so advertisements. Okay, fuck. Guys, I'm going to come back to this later on, but I hope y'all guys like the game. I mean, the game's pretty good, but it makes you want to think. So I have to step back and think this shit through. Part 2 is gonna come probably in 2-3 hours from now, so it gives me enough time to think of what I need to do. So please like and comment on this video. Subscribe if you're new, and I will hit y'all back up later. Good day, boy.